Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home. Welcome to Messy Kitchen Monday. We are so glad you are here with us. Be sure to give us a wave, drop your name or where you're watching from in the comments. We always love to see who's with us tonight. So don't be silent, let us know you're here. As you know, if you've been with us before, every month we have a theme, and tonight, or May, for the month of May, our theme is barbecue sides. Now, a lot of these are a given, a lot of these you may have a special recipe for, but if not, we'd like for you just to watch what we do, because we always add just a pinch of something different, or tell you about a little something that you can add to yours to make it your own or to give it some flair. So with that being said, tonight we are actually doing a new potato salad, and I leave the skins on. Oh, I know, potato salad with skins, but you know, little Reagan, which she's not little, but my youngest, Reagan, she always wants to know, you know, if I ate the skins when I ate a potato, because she says that is the most nutritious part of the potato, and she would be right. There have been a lot of studies on that show that there is some truth to that. So we're going with Reagan, and we're leaving the skins on so that we can show off the pretty colors that are in the red potatoes, the new potatoes. So it's real simple. It's just some basic ingredients. But if you try it, if you've never had it done this way, then we urge you to let us know if you liked it or not. Because what we do, or we try to do here, is to do things just a little bit different. And right now we are in the process of trying to keep the dogs happy. Because Millie likes to whine and cry whenever I won't pick her up. So that's always fun. But at least, you know, we're not hiding anything and we're not doing anything different. This is done here in my home, in my own messy kitchen. So it's very real. And sometimes we don't always keep the dogs happy, but we always try. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna go over with you some of the basic ingredients that we have. And I used my Instant Pot for the majority of this. I did my potatoes in the Instant Pot and my eggs. And if you want to see how I do my eggs in the Instant Pot, you can go to thebutteredhome.com and look up deviled eggs in the search bar, which is up on the top of the screen. And it's got my method to do boiled eggs. And it's a very good method. It's what I call the Happy Days method, because it's the 6, 7, 8 method. And if you are too young to know what that references, then just watch some Happy Days. All you gotta do is watch the opening credits of Happy Days. Anyway, I did about 6 to 8 of these medium red potatoes, and I like to do them whole. And the reason why I do them whole is because sometimes it's when you cut them, they're a little easy to overcook. Whenever you do them in the Instant Pot, you can do them whole and they'll be done in 10 minutes or less. Cooking time. Of course, it takes time to come to pressure and for the pressure release, but in less than 20 minutes you can have your potatoes done. And then I let them cool, and I dice them after they've been cooled, and that works well for me. So that's just one of my little tips that I like to give. And I got a couple of eggs that I boiled, like I said, using the 6, 7, 8 method. The 6, 7, 8 method in a nutshell is cooking the Instant Pot for 6 minutes, natural pressure release for 7 minutes, and an ice bath for 8 minutes. And y'all, they come out perfect every time for me. Altitude, I know that altitude and colder climates do have some issues that may not work for everybody. So I would just suggest that you, well, my number one suggestion for any new person with an Instant Pot is to boil eggs. For about $1.84, you can buy a dozen eggs and experiment with your Instant Pot. So that's a relatively easy way to learn how to use it. So I encourage people to do that all the time. But for me, here in the southeastern United States, the 6, 7, 8 method works perfect every time for perfect hard-boiled eggs. And I have some onion. I have dill relish. I have mustard mayonnaise, Duke's mayonnaise, and pimentos. And of course, salt, pepper, and smoked paprika. Smoked paprika is probably my favorite spice because it's smoky and good, and it gives whatever you add it to that smoky flavor. Not a barbecue smoky flavor, but a smoky flavor all of its own. So it's a nice added little pinch to this. So I am about to move the camera, and we're gonna get started on our new potato salad. And if those of you saw the little graphic that I posted last night about the South, where you have to ask 50 different people at a church social or a potluck if they made the potato salad. That rings true because, you know, I know that everybody's asked, well, who made this and who made this? And then you have other people who ask, well, what did you make? So I'll know what to eat. Not necessarily me, but just somebody in general. I'm not going to call any names, but I know several people that are that way, want to know, what did I cook? And I hope it's because they want to eat what I cooked, but it very well could be because they don't want to eat what I cooked. But that's just kind of a funny thing here in the South. So here you'll see I've got my potatoes, and they're already cut up except for this one, and I just wanted to cut into it and show you guys how easy and done it is. But it's not too gummy. And it's not going to mash very easy. It's gonna have a good little bite to it, but it's not raw. So that's what you want ideally with your potato salad, is just a little bit of texture to it, and then of course that it's not raw. And like I said, I did these in less than 10 minutes. I think they were on the smaller side, so I was conservative and went with 9 minutes, and they came out perfect. So I'm going to transfer them to my bowl, and because I'm not having a fancy dinner, I'm putting it in a Tupperware so that we can eat off of it all week. And you'll see I just put them into little bite-sized pieces, probably somewhere between a nickel and a quarter size. And they're all good and cooled and chopped and ready to go. And then I have my onion and my eggs. And as usual, if you want the full recipe, it will be on the website later in the week. And Tanner's raising her hand, so I'm gonna stop what I'm doing.
Miss Patty Black asked if your potatoes are cold or room temperature.
They are room temperature. I went ahead and cooked them in my Instant Pot patty and let them cool before I cut them. Now I do chill this for at least 30 minutes before I serve it. You can serve this as a warm potato salad, and it's very good. That is all personal preference. But the potatoes themselves, I have let them cool completely before cutting. So that is very important to note that you would want to do that. All right, so here I have my onions, my eggs, and my potatoes all in here, and I'm just gonna kind of stir those up. And get everything kind of combined. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and some fresh ground pepper. And then I also, a quick tip is I put a little bit of smoked paprika inside of the potato salad as well as garnish it with it. And one of the things that I like about using these new potatoes with the skins on is that it creates, you know, just a little more color in your food, and the smoked paprika does the same. So I'm gonna add that in there. And then I'm going to stir that up. And I always add the spices before I add my wet ingredients, because you want that salt and the pepper and all to adhere to your potatoes, because you don't want it to stick in the wet ingredients. You want it to stick to the potatoes. So here I also have my pimentas and my pickle, and this is dill pickle relish. Now, I know you're thinking, well, I like sweet potato salad, and that's fine. You can have sweet potato salad, but I challenge you to try this at least one time. This is more of a savory potato salad, and in my humble opinion, I think it's better as a barbecue side because you have so many other sides that are kind of sweet. So this almost acts like a palate cleanser in a way, in that it breaks up your flavor profiles that are on your plate. Because barbecue sauce can be kind of sweet. If you do baked beans like we do, they're sweet. So this kind of breaks everything up, and this is the way that we prefer it here at the Buttered Home. So now I'm going to add in the mayonnaise, the Duke's mayonnaise. And like I said last week, if you don't have access to Duke's mayonnaise in your grocery store, you can order it online at Amazon. And trust me when I say this, it is the best mayonnaise in the world, hands down. And then we have our other little pop of flavor, which is our prepared mustard. And we're going to add that in. Oh, after I make a mess. It is Messy Kitchen Monday, y'all. All right. So now we are going to stir all of that up, just kind of lightly, almost folding that in. And my lovely assistant Tanner is handing me a paper towel. And she's sweet. So because we want to be careful with this and not kind of cream everything together, we're just going to more or less kind of fold it in and just make sure that our mustard is evenly incorporated with our mayonnaise. Now, one thing I will tell you, because I know it looks like there's a lot of mayonnaise in there, and there is a good amount of mayonnaise in there, but one of the things that happens mysteriously with potato salad, egg salad, chicken salad, is the longer it sits, that liquid is absorbed. So it tends not to be as creamy. So I have measured out the consistency that I like in the mayonnaise ratio to the potatoes that is typically good even the next day after it's chilled or sat. So there you have it. It's all mixed up and it's all ready. You can serve it just like this. If your potatoes are still warm, it's good just like this. I prefer to chill it over at least 30 minutes. And then we just kind of dress it with this smoked paprika. And don't be afraid of it. It's a real subtle flavor. So if you dump a little bit much in there. So there you have it. And I'm going to spoon some up and show you how even more pretty it is on a plate just by itself. And I hear Danny in there laughing. He must be laughing at the dogs. They must be being funny with the chips. If you don't know, we keep the dogs happy with the potato chips while we're doing this. So here is our potato salad, and y'all look how pretty it is. It stands up all pretty on the plate on its own, and it's even better whenever you pop it in your mouth. And I can't believe that a hand hadn't reached over here to get it yet. Look, there it comes. See, all I had to do was ask her. So that is our new potato salad, and it is fantastic. The recipe will be up later in the week. We urge you to try it. Let us know if you like it or not, and once you make it. And as always, be glad to post a picture here or go and give us a comment at the website. And if you're new and not sure where that is at thebutteredhome.com, where you can find this recipe later in the week, plus many, many more. We hope you will join us next week because we have another wonderful barbecue side prepared for you. And if you're new here, on Thursday nights, we meal prep live at 8 p.m. So be sure to be back and join us on Thursday night when we meal prep for some really easy meal ideas that you can have on hand in your freezer ahead of time. So we hope you will join us Thursday and next Monday and for the rest of May, because we have lots of fun things in store. And as always, from the buttered home to your home, y'all have a great week. Bye.